Yeah, I've had a good day. Of course I have. And Shane Warne has got the ball. We've seen McGrath, we've seen Lee, we've seen a bit of Simons, and now Shane Warne. And it'll be interesting to see if he gets a bit of spin here. Well, he'll always get a little bit of spin. See how much he spins it. Definitely a little bit of rough just outside the leg stump of the right-hander. Right, so here we go. What's the betting? Bang on target first ball. Oh, just a little wide. He likes to bowl it nice and straight. That's the difference between Warne and most leg spinners. He's not happy unless he's pitching it straight. Oh, it's a good effort, but he won't quite get there. A little bit short from Warne. Looks as if he's obviously a little bit stiff. He's had some problems with his back, so it'll take him a little time to loosen up.
Yes, I wondered what the effect of 3 days treatment would have. He had first day, lost the toss and in the field, and then he would have been on the bench ever since. Has it worked, or is he still inhibited by that lower left back pain?
Oh.
He's done his back stretches in the slips. He's trying to get through the crease with his back leg. His back leg's important to help his drive through the crease. So he's got to use all the other things that he possibly can to relieve some pressure on that back.
Oh, yes, Shane.
Sarwan's had a tough time during the test series. This is his best score. 40 of 35, so he hasn't wasted too much time either. He's got on with it.
If you're going to play a defensive shot, we're going to put silly point in, 2 in front of him. A little bat pad squeeze.
Oh, great areas, Warne.
He's batted with good intent. I don't think he's had this intent in all those other innings that he's got starts, the 20s and 30s that he's had. He's looked to hit the bad balls hard. He's been very decisive about what he wants to do with each delivery. He's going to have to continue to be that way.
Well, it's well bowled. He looked as if he was closing the face on that one. So Warne getting into his rhythm here nice and fast. 1 for 47. Oh, that's close. If there's no bat there, it's pretty close. Straightening down the line. That's what the umpire will be thinking about. Did it turn enough? Now then, will Warne ask him? I think he probably will. Normally they do. Which stump was that missing? Going down. Going down is what he says.
And it's a good call. Sarwan, quite a good step in. Pitched on middle and leg, hit on leg, quite possibly the answer.
Oh, good running.
I've got to say, I reckon it's very close. I thought there was a little bit of turn there. I thought it might have just straightened a little bit. See if we can pick up any straightening. Yeah, you've got to be dead sure. Hawkeye will have a clipping leg. But you've got to be dead sure.
Umpires have got to be right on the ball in that scenario. It's only 9 balls into Warne's spell, and do they look at it come out of his hand? Do they have to sense what it is? Of course they do. It's just sort of a rolling leggy, almost a slider out of the front of the fingers. They've got to know, is it going to spin or isn't it? That one didn't. Good call for mine.
Yeah, fair enough.
Go.
Another Good over, that one. Big appeal for LBW. 2 off the over, 1 for 50. I've got him, that's it, all over, beautifully bowled. He decided to try and go down the pitch to him, and Warne beat the outside edge. He then tried to come back and dropped his bat, but I don't think he was back anyhow. So, beautiful bowling from Shane Warne, and that's the end of Hines, stumped by Gilchrist.
Ordinary batsmanship, exposing your legend to that 4 overs of pressure. What was I thinking as he picks up the bat and misses the slider from Warne? You could almost know that it was coming. 2 for 60.
Oh no, that's pitched way outside leg stump, I think. I don't think there was any bat in it either. I think the bat probably hit the pad. I asked the question again.
That drift into leg stump will have tail ender looking to push the ball through the gap on the onside. Every chance that he'll get an outside edge.
Oh, nice shot.
It's 2 for 70. Oh, bowled. Beautiful quiet there from Shane Warne. He does drift it towards the leg side as well. That's the big danger. Beautifully bowled. Spun back as well.
Oh, nice shot.
Some of the members, they actually purchase a picket at the Adelaide Oval. I guess it's open to anybody, but a lot of the members have purchased them. That one's in the outer over on the eastern side of the ground.
Look at delivery. Warne doesn't spin the ball as much as Stuart McGill. A lot more variation. Sliders, the leg break, flipper, the wrong un.
Not only batting for survival out there, Darren Powell, but it looks as though he's playing for a bat contract as well. Wrongen will generally bounce a little higher. Coming out of the back of the hand, it's higher in trajectory, hence a bit more bounce.
Oh, nice shame.
2 for 72. Almost short of Hayden's slip.
That one went quite wide. Normally at first slip for a leg spinner you work on about 45-degree angle from the batsman. That one spun quite a bit and went very wide of Hayden.
Oh, these are good reds, Warne.
Yes, some good things have happened to the West Indies in St John's. Brian Lara broke the world record twice at that ground. Hayden did well, but the ball landing just in front of him.
Boy, bowled him around his legs. Beautiful bowling. Superb control. Powell just lunging forward. Spun enough to take leg stump. His 80th wicket in 2005 for Shane Warne. They brought in the leg gully. Just tried to glide it past him and it's knocked over the leg stump.
It's turned a long way. Powell started to fancy himself scoring runs on the onside. That's probably not a bad thing for the West Indies to lose that wicket and get Brian Lara out there. It's 3 for 72.
Shane Warne can't believe that's missed the stumps.
Well, he was trying to pad it out, Sawan, because it pitched so far outside leg stump. But it spun right across everything. Almost brushed the bat or the glove on the way through as well.
Oh, these are great zones, Shane.
That one that spun across him again. How far outside leg stump that pitch tapped again to see the dusting.
Perth against the South Africans and also the Boxing Day Test match against South Africa, so he's a good chance of overtaking Dennis Lilly on that list. A lot of wickets though, Michael, isn't it?
Just 13 test matches for 85 wickets. That's good going. Over 6. Just about 6 wickets per test.
Gives you some idea of why he takes 80 wickets. He's able to turn it like that. I tell you, it was a good job by Adam Gilchrist as well on that delivery. He must have thought himself it was going down the leg side. He did well to hold his ground, the keeper.
Oh.
3 men close in, slip, silly point, short leg for Lara.
He worked it out. I guess the fact that Sawan's only scored from 5 deliveries today, from 47 he's faced, is why they want to bowl more at him and get Warne onto him. Lara's taking the lion's share of Warne's deliveries. Sawan bogged down to McGrath. The Australians want it swapped. Oh, it's handstand, it's taken. What the catch, that's total instinct, and it removes the champion.
That was so brilliant. One of the hardest things to do when you're fielding at slip is watch the ball off the edge and then grab it when it's flashing past you. One hand, what a catch. Lara's gone for 17. He'll receive another standing ovation from a smaller crowd this time. It's 4 for 96 at the moment, and there's the farewell wave.
It was going to be a tough chance that he offered, if he ever offered it. And the Australians and that man, Matthew Hayden, took the catch of the summer. One that they won't forget, and possibly the last dismissal of Brian Lara in Australia. They're happy. The Australians feel they're dominating right now. Warne is spinning it. He's drifting it remarkably. The catches are confident. Sawan still up the other end struggling, but he's 62 not out. Can he take the strike now and let the captain ease into his innings? What a catch.
One of the greatest you'll ever see. Went fast. Just one hand, then got his other hand across, but that is remarkable instinct.
Oh, we've seen that before too. Chanderpaul before lunch. 2 runs off the over and the big wicket. 4 for 96. It's Hodge in the foreground. He's a short leg to Chanderpaul. Warne, the last delivery he faced, spun sharply. That one not so sharp. Slides through.
Yep. That's a cracker.
Getting a lot of drift today. Really is dipping in to the pads of the right-handers. Just there. That gets your head and eyes going the wrong way, and then of course the spin squares you up. Put your mind in a spin. That is perfect delivery. Great take, great take. Mark Taylor said before how Adam Gilchrist did well to keep his ground outside off stump. Now he's got to decide, is this one going to spin or is it going to slide? And he goes with it. He waits, watches, and goes with it. Brilliant keeping. One slip. Short point, bat pad. Lots of spin, lots of drift. Good luck. Oh, it's edge, but it's played down. Oh, it's gone round him again. Gilchrist stopped it. It dropped and didn't quite spin enough for the wicket. The lead is 80, but they're 5 down.
I think he feels that there were times in England when Australia drifted and didn't make the most of opportunities. I think they were surprised by England. And since he's been back, boy, he has gone at everything. It started in those 1 days in the Telstra Dome against the ICC World 11. And since then, Ponting is, well, he's barely missed a beat.
Yeah, it may have gone actually just a little bit before that, because it started in the nets, really. That's where he's changed things. He decided that they were going to employ a slightly different attitude in the nets. Everyone full out throughout the duration of net practice. He was of the view that the bowlers in particular were, you know, just running in and going through their little routines, and they were getting guys to come along as reserve bowlers to give the batsmen a bit of practice. Ponting wanted his frontline bowlers in there bowling to the batsmen, and apparently that's what they've done. 5 for 106.
Oh, what about that? Yes, got him! Shane Warne. Brad Hodges, the catcher, in there. Shignarine Chanderpaul's miserable tour comes to a close. Brilliant spin and bounce from Warne.
Yes, one got the feeling it was only a question of time before something like this was going to happen. See if we can pick up the edge. He was certainly given out very quickly. He goes rocking back, a little edge there onto the thigh pad, actually, and comfortably taken about 6 inches above the ground. And no doubt about that, Warne knew he was gone. West Indies 6 down now for 106. A little quicker. Boy, he's going to have his work cut out here. Warne will throw everything at him. So Warne's figures at the moment: 4 for 43. 16 overs. And he ever got 5 wickets once at the Adelaide Oval. Almost seems possible, doesn't it? Did it flick? Oh, he's given him. Yes, it must have flicked his pad first. That's what they were asking for. There's absolutely no doubt about that. You don't often see these given. Over the years, I've got to say, I've seen plenty of appeals for the little flick of the front pad and then onto the bat. This one was given out. Let's have another look at it.
Well, Warne pushing it through quick and straight. No real spin on that ball. Oh dear. Inside edge on the pad. So Warne has got one to go his way. Dwayne Smith will be disbelieving of that duck across the screen. The West Indies might be disbelieving of 7 for 106.
Just have a look at it again. Did it flick the pad first? It was the slider. And no, can't give that. Argue that it might have just flicked the pad before it hit the bat on that angle. And there's the 5, second time here at the Adelaide Oval.
Down. Good, Shane.
Oh, he's removed the bat pad already, the man mid-wicket.
And that's actually well played in the end. Bravo. That looked like it bounced quite alarmingly. Dropped the hands and played it with soft hands in the end.
Hit very high up on the bat. Almost hit the glove, as a matter of fact.
Past the edge. He's had trouble finding his stride in this game, Dwayne Bravo, with the bat. Bowled beautifully yesterday. He's had trouble finding that same form that he showed in Hobart. As round the wicket at times, over the wicket most of the times. The other thing he does do is change where he bowls on the crease. You see here on the left this is the first innings on the left. That's where he bowls most of the time. Now, last over he bowled one ball, that was on the right. Well, he just changed his run up, went a bit wider, bowled wider of the crease, changed the angle in at the batsman.
Come on, let's scratch and sniff, Warne. Come on.
Is that glove? It's up in the air. Yes, it is. Well, going around the wicket has worked for Shane Warne. He's been patient. He's tried different things, and eventually he's been rewarded with the wicket of Ramden.
Well, he hasn't really been playing those sweep shots all that well, and looking to hit on the full at times. This time, well, it's a glove, I would think. Hit the ball down onto the ground, and then it bounced back up, brushing the gloves on the way through. Because when it got hit, it certainly went down into the ground. Here is the glove, though. Hit it down into the ground and then brushing the glove on the way back up. That's unfortunate. It's 8 for 160.
Gilchrist had to stay outside off stump then, even though the ball pitched a metre outside leg.
Well, this is fabulous stuff from Shane Warne, and it's 8 for 172. Bravo versus Warne. And you wouldn't back against Warne at the moment.
That's a great challenge. It's a good contest. Bravo's defending for 4, and then the 5th is the big shot. Look at the side spin on that.
Gee. Over the top of the stumps, I think. Oh. Unbelievable spin.
Over his legs too. Did it go through his legs, over his legs? He backs off to leg because Warner's thrown it out so wide he doesn't want to get it around his legs, and it goes inside his legs and outside the leg stump. You're kidding.
That's the googly. No stroke offered. And not a mile away.
I'm not sure whether it was a shot or not. Fidel Edwards might have just misread the wrong and might have thought it was a leggy. And his bat was coming down. I'm not sure he has the skill to put the bat in behind the pad straight away.
Well, he's batted it away, and because they're only 8 wickets down, it's going to be tea.